about to enter a new dimension in television, a dimension of 3D sight, sound, and space.
Hey guys, it's Dream Emulator. I'm going to make this really quick, but I just wanted to say I recently hit 500 subscribers like a couple days ago or something, and I feel like the thing you're supposed to do when you hit a milestone is just kind of maybe get a new mic stand so that way it doesn't always rotate on you. I feel like the thing you're supposed to do is make like some kind of update. Is make like some kind of video about it. 500 subscribers, it's like, it doesn't sound like much, and I guess it's really not in the grand scheme of things, but excuse you, but I guess it kind of is a big deal. I don't know, it's a little weird feeling. So with my channel, like, I started this off just on a recommendation from a friend, and I really had no idea what I was doing. I still have no idea what I'm doing, and I feel like that's my issue with this channel right now. I feel like a lot of my success was tied to a couple really big videos I had as far as like ratio of views to like subscribers. I put together this video on VHS cleaning that got like 25,000 views or something, and I did get a lot of subscribers from that, and I'm very grateful for that. But the issue I have with that is I feel like some of those people subscribed for a different reason, where that video was just kind of a one-off kind of a thing, something I thought needed to be was lacking in like information on YouTube that needed to be put out there, and apparently it did, because it did very well. But my point is, like, I got a lot of subscribers from that. I got a lot of subscribers, I think, from my Texas chainsaw unboxing, and that did really well too, and again, I'm very grateful for that. But the thing with me is I've always been a jack of all trades kind of person, like jack of all trades, master of none, right? Like, I never have been great at one thing. I've always been good at a lot of things, and that really spills over into like my hobbies and stuff, where I have dozens of hobbies that I'm like good at. So I have dozens of hobbies that I'm like good at, but none that I'm like, this is my number one passion. I'm very passionate about my hobbies, and I'll go through periods of time where like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, where it's like, that's all I do, that's all I want to do. And then all of a sudden I'm on to something else. So I feel like I've had this kind of identity crisis with my YouTube channel, which is why I've been kind of slow rolling some stuff out. I haven't really been updating very much, and I apologize for that. It really does just come down to like, what do I want to do here?
What would you say you do here? Well, look, I already told you. I have people skills. I am good at dealing with people. Can't you understand that? What the hell is wrong with you people?
How do I incorporate all these interests I have into one channel? Or do I just like push a lot to the side and just focus on one thing? Because I feel like that is going to cause me to burn out. So I am kind of going through a bit of a growing pain kind of thing here. I was doing some videos on like a horror movie or horror franchise, Black Sheep, and those were actually really fun to make, and I had a good time with those, because it was like, as much as I think there's a place for YouTubers like unboxing things and like and all that kind of stuff, I just feel like for me it doesn't fulfill my creative drive. And that's why a lot of times when I would do those kind of videos, I'd incorporate like goofy sound effects and like all this editing and stuff, because it's like just sitting here and being like, here's this movie. Again, I think there's a place for that, and I think that people who who focus on that solely are really good at it. But for me, it's just like, it doesn't make me feel like I'm being fulfilled like artistically, quote unquote. Not that I'm, what I mean? Not that I'm like making great art here, but it just doesn't fulfill my creative drive. And so I don't really know what it is I want to do right now. And I do like those videos I was making. I want to maybe focus more on gaming videos, like maybe Let's Plays or like I don't really know. I'm still kind of figuring this out. And the point of me bringing up the video with the VHS repair and with the chainsaw video is I have 500 subscribers, but I don't really know who many of you are, and I don't really know what it is you're here for. And it's kind of hard for me to gauge with like the videos that I have up. So one thing I just wanted to say is like, if you're here and you're enjoying what it is that I'm trying to do, then like, please, you know, reach out to me, like post, you know, comments, and like when I post stuff in the community tab, like, you know, say something and say hi or whatever, because like I am very lucky, very fortunate that I have a very loyal, I guess, friend group who comes to my live streams and who like watches all my videos, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I feel like that's something a lot of people don't have, that I'm very fortunate to have. So whenever I do post random stuff or like experiments, it doesn't feel like it's just going out to deaf ears. Like, there are people who will watch it. You know, I feel like that came from just collaborating with other YouTube channels and getting to know people and getting involved in the community. In this case, it's more of like the movie horror kind of community and physical media and stuff. But the point is, like, you know, I've made some really good friends, and I'd like to make more friends. So like, if you're watching some of these videos and you like it, you know, say hi and let yourself be known. If I'm doing a live stream, come on and say hi. I'm not, you know, usually it's the same foundational people that are there, but it's always open to whoever wants to show up and say something. So that's all I wanted to say. I know this is like a weird milestone video. Like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say, and I feel like I'm complaining, but I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you know that like I'm going through some weird stuff with like what I'm trying to do with this channel. And to have 500 subscribers and be in such like weird like limbo area is pretty cool to me. So I'm gonna just keep throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks, I guess. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for 500 subscribers, and if you are one of those 500 who like comes back regularly or whatever, like, you know, say hi on this video, say hi, say in the comments like my name is, or whatever, like, I don't know, such and such, or, you know, and I like this or I like that, or, you know, just I'd like to get to know people. So I'm just rambling at this point, and I have a problem with that, which is why I tend to stick to scripts when I'm making videos, like not live streaming or whatever, because I just talk in circles. Thank you guys so much for 500 subscribers. I know it's not like a huge milestone, but to me it's like kind of cool, having just like done this maybe for a year and a half off and on, 2 years off and on, something like that, and starting this just like I actually unfortunately deleted a lot of my old videos because they were just so cringy to me. I really regret doing that. I wish I kept them up just to see. I mean, I still have some of them in my archive, but just to see how far I've come, even though it doesn't feel like that far when you look back on some of those old videos. Just the confidence level of like talking to the camera and like the quality and like setting up even just this, it's like just me at my computer, but it's like back when I first started, I was like just everything was just wonky and the audio was terrible, and you know, stuff like that, where it's like I thought I knew what I was doing when I started, but like I still don't know what I'm doing. I just feel like I'm slowly getting better. So anyway, I don't even know where I'm going with this anymore, so I'm gonna call it here. But thank you guys for sticking with me. I hope you continue to stick with me, because like I do have big ambitions. I just don't really know right now how to like get to that place. So it's something I'm trying to work on. So thank you so much for being here so early. Really appreciate it. Thank you for those who come to my live streams and stuff like that. And anyway. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you so much for 500 subscribers. It's a huge deal to me, and I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time.
massive thank you to my Patreon supporters. If you would like to support this channel, you can find those links in the description. Bye bye.